Floyd Mayweather was talking to somebody, and Jason actually found this on Instagram. He gave his thoughts regarding Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin Saturday, which, by the way, we are going to live stream. We have a post-fight show. We're going to be joined by many guests as well, so be sure to check that out. But first, Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo is not ducking Triple G. Canelo will beat Triple G. He's not ducking Triple G, yes. Triple G is the same guy that was just getting outboxed by a welterweight, if I'm not mistaken.
Brooke had its moments in that fight.
I don't want. He was just a guy. It was even. I know boxing. This is what I do. Nobody in the world knows boxing like me.
The record proves it.
Oh, the experience proves it, and everything else proves it. You name them, I cooked them.
Canelo beats Triple G. Floyd Mayweather said that, right?
Canelo knocks Triple G out.
Whoa!
So there you go. He said that Canelo's going to knock out Golovkin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 3-2.
Knock him out.
So Floyd, by the way, he knows boxing, in case you didn't know already, because he had to reaffirm with whoever the fuck he was speaking with, I know boxing. I am boxing. Like, dude, we get it. Calm your tits.
My record, my experience,
right.
Girl collection.
Collection.
I get them confused. You know?
Right. It's so weird how, like, now, if you say you have 7 girlfriends, which obviously neither of us do, but to say, like, and brag about it, dude, come on, just get your head out of your ass. Like, you have many kids. But nonetheless, Floyd saying that Canelo is going to knock out Gennady Golovkin. Thoughts, Mr. Rubin?
Floyd knows way more about boxing than I do. Mm-hmm. I don't think he'll knock him out. I want him to so I can make money. But I think Canelo's going to win by decision. That's my prediction. Bold. I know. It's like what 90% of all the analysts are saying now.
Right. What's the conservative way of going about it, right?
It is. What's the number? Canelo hasn't knocked anybody above knocked anybody out above 140 pounds since 2008.
I think he finished Kermit Cintron.
There's
crushed Matthew.
I'm gonna let you explain way more as to why Canelo is the better boxer, but just overall, Canelo is the better boxer. I don't think it takes a genius to watch a couple of Canelo's fights, his most recent fights, I should say, and then watch Golovkin's most recent fights, and you will see that
he knocked out Liam Smith.
Thank you.
Liam Smith was
one of Golovkin's assets here, which is a strange one, is I think he likes getting hit.
I agree with that.
I think he enjoys getting hit.
I agree with that notion. When someone hits him, like, usually you'll see a guy be like, no, it was nothing. He'll be like, yeah, come again.
No, he goes, yeah.
It's such a...
Just like a kiddish smile.
It was a what?
It's like a kid-like smile.
A kid-like smile, like, yeah, hit me again.
That is great. That was great.
Don't do that.
He does the, my favorite, though, is when he first came over. He was like 32 years old, 31 years old to fight
35
in America.
now.
I know. It's like, so he might have been 30 when he came over, and it's like one of his first fights, and Kellerman gets in the ring, asks him a question, and he had the same answer because he didn't know English that well. So Max Kellerman gets it. He goes, "Could you take us to the strategy of how you won tonight?" "I will fight anybody." Gosh, that's not what he asked. He didn't even wait for the translator. And Kellerman tries again. He goes, "Anybody." And he smiles big, and I'm like, this guy's perfect. This guy should be.
Vance Joseph.
Vance Joseph. God, get Golovkin. Now he speaks English like almost fluently.
No, not fluently.
He's got so comparatively.
In the 24 yeah.
I will fight anybody. Anyone.
So take us through the strategy.
Anybody. I'm here to fight. I'm obsessed. I was obsessed. And since then, I've been obsessed with Golovkin. I like him as a human. Guy's very happy. He can't wait. That guy can't wait to just fight.
What's your strategy?
I will fight anybody. Anyone.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Max is like floored by the guy.
Yeah, right. He's like, no.
Max is a very bright
strategy.
He's a bright individual. He's just like, I just gotta let this work.
Right. Just let him go.
What do you think of Floyd's prediction? Like, do you think Floyd's right? Okay, do you think Floyd will be right? He didn't pull out all his bags of money. Usually, like, when he knows something's up, he has, like, a bag. He's like, hold on, let me just get this.
No.
Canelo. All of it on Canelo.
Which, by the way, Floyd Mayweather shown his ass so many times because he wants to make himself look so much better through social media. So what does he do?
money.
Tweets out and Instagrams the winning bet slips.
Yeah, what about the losing
What
bet
about
slips?
the losing bet slips?
You want to see my losing bet slips? They're long.
You admit it.
Yeah,
It's
all
there
the
for the
time.
taking.
All the time.
Right.
Except I don't make like ridiculous.
You're showing your ass in a different way.
Yeah,
like
I don't
he
make-
shows his ass by just being an ass.
Here's what I know. I'm not about to bet on Tom Savage tomorrow. Or no, tonight.
Tonight.
There's football.
What about
God, why
Deshaun?
is it- I like Deshaun Watson.
I love
I
Deshaun
like
Watson.
him. I just
Love.
think NFL week. This is totally. I won't even tangent. I was just gonna say
All right.
NFL week 1 is made for overreaction. So go the opposite way than what you're.
I agree, but if you go
normally
0-2, it's worthy of an overreaction.
then it's of course,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why I
Yeah.
think the Patriots really need to show something on
They'll be
Sunday.
fine. They'll be
Of course
fine.
they will.
Maybe they should trade for Tom Savage. So, my prediction on this fight, I will fight anybody.
I will fight anybody.
So mean. Look at your stupid ass
Because
smirk.
that's what he does. And you're just like, oh
Do
my
it
god.
again. Let's see this.
This is 5 years ago though.
Right. I understand.
God, good. And
I feel
I don't
bad.
want to piss off a guy who could kill me with
You're
one
not
punch.
pissing him off. He's like the nicest dude in the world.
I will do any show. He comes out fucking.
Shit grinning smirk.
That's what, but when you hit him, what does he do?
Hit me, you little pussy.
Yes.
Yeah. All
How
right.
big? How tall is he?
Golovkin?
How tall is he?
You know what it just reminded me of? So, in Superbad, when Seth Rogen and Bill Hader are like, you
Just
start,
stop. Just
you
I'll
start,
meet you here. to
I'll
start.
start.
Just,
I'll
where is he?
start.
He looks like you.
There.
A Jew.
Oh, so he was an African Jew.
He looks like. Does he look like you, or does he look
A woman?
like-
A woman?
No. Does he? Or like
American? African American?
white? Oh, he looks like you. Oh, a Jew. He writes it down. He's Jewish.
Greatest movie.
It really
Great-
is
greatest, one of the
movies.
greatest comedies of all time. We were talking about this earlier, and we couldn't think of like another comedy that was like every single scene makes
It's a
you
classic
fall,
scene.
makes you fall out of your chair, pee your pants, shit yourself, and then you get back up and do the same thing in the next
I
scene.
do think Anchorman, that's one we forgot, is up there, but
No,
just
no,
because
it's
it's
Superbad,
so
man.
No,
It's a different
Superbad's-
sort of
but
comedy.
Superbad's more relatable,
Right.
Like we've been in those high school situations. A lot of people have been in those high school situations, whereas Anchorman was just character driven and
Yes.
the most quotable movie ever made.
It was quotable,
It
but
made Ben Mankiewicz's like top 10 comedies for like I think TCM, top 10 greatest comedies. And Anchorman was in there.
it's not like he's a movie critic.
Does he get the job without his hair?
No, no. Ben, there was a moment where at 6363, where
That's one of the old
the
studios.
old
yeah.
studio where
Is
like
that the leaky one?
I'm not kidding. There was toilet shit water falling on our desk.
It's like the fourth time I mentioned poop before.
I know, seriously. But I mean, it's a sport show. So Ben comes in, and I'm like, Ben, what do you put in your hair? He goes, Rick, this is water, man. And like the best thing about Ben is when you know that when Ben Mankiewicz gets really hyped up about something, he'll go, yeah, but I told him that for the fourth time. And then he'll be like, yeah, he'll do the overreaction. He'll be like, Bill Belichick, man.
I like the with Ben. I really like when he's doing clips and he's on his phone when it intros.
Oh, completely.
But he's listening. He's doing it to test you. He's doing it to annoy you mostly, and he's like responding. He's definitely not responding to anything. He's just typing on a black screen. I guarantee you, he's just typing on a black screen.
Right.
And he's, I'll play devil's advocate here. What? To what? It's like.
Why do you always have to play
Well, it's just funny because
devil's
it'll be like the Cleveland Indians beat they won their 21st game. Like, do you
Mazel.
think this is one of the best streaks? I'll play devil's advocate. To what?
The Oakland A's had one of the best teams in baseball.
Just wait. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Wait till week 4 of the NFL season.
Why?
We've been 3 straight years of
Turks
doing
and jerks.
Turks and jerks, which means every week 4.
I hate to break it to you, it's been going on way longer
I know,
than
but
3
since
years.
I've been doing it with Ben, he's done, and she's probably done it beforehand too. Week 4 comes around after week 4 results come in.
Oh boy.
He takes all of the teams and just reads their records about why the fans and we as people are the jerks of the week, because it'll be like he'll go the Bills started 1-0 and then they went then they went 1-2 over the next 2 games and they lost to the Patriots who beat the Jaguars but lost to the Chiefs on opening night and the Chiefs who beat the Bills on Wednesday. Like what?
Yeah, what the fuck are you? What kind of matrix are you living in of football scores?
Wednesday.
He will do something that I think is fantastic almost every single time.
We're never showing him this. We can't let his ego get a hold of this video.
That's fine. He doesn't watch the show.
He doesn't watch.
He's not going to know anything that goes
Ben,
on.
do you read the comments? No.
I remember I was doing like, how do you pick a March Madness pool? And I interviewed Anna and I interviewed Jesus. Jesus's bracket name was "What Would Jesus Pick?" And there were so many others, but like I remember asking Ben, I was like, Ben, how do you go about picking your March Madness bracket? He goes, oh, I go by distance traveled, and then I also go by star players, and I go by second tier players, and I go by points allowed and points against. And I go, Ben, do you gamble on this? Rick. And I go, so like have you won? He goes, I've lost thousands of dollars betting on games. And I go, so what does that mean about your opinion? He goes, no one should take it. It's like, okay, fair enough.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay, Canelo GGG. Let's get back to this. So
yeah, bet on Canelo knockout because that's where the money is. It's where the money is.
It's where the money is.
30 and 40 to 1.
Even rounds is what you said, right?
I'm doing even because it's either even or I'm going to stack the middle. I'm either betting on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 for a knockout, which is just, if people say why, well, you can do this, you can do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. If you want, it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
As to you're just trying to land.
I don't know if I see Golovkin getting knocked out in the middle rounds. I think I see him getting knocked out in
later,
9 to 12.
That's what I'm saying. So the other option is to stack it and say, I just bet your $10 on each of the rounds.
And what's the payout?
10. For as of yesterday, it was like 50 to 1 in the first round, which is don't ever bet on the first round knockout. After that, it's like 45, 45, 45, 40, 40, 40, 30, 30, 25, 25.
Still not bad.
Not at all.
If you lay down $10.
Not at all.
So what I think is going to happen is, and again, we were going over this as I was watching the Daniel Jacobs fight against Golovkin, the Kell Brook fight against Golovkin. Kell Brook, a natural welterweight, going up against Gennady Golovkin.
Some sick Adidas.
So susceptible. Yeah, the red Adidas.
Yeah,
those are slick.
I like them.
Golovkin is so susceptible to uppercuts, and what I've learned through Canelo is that if you look at the Floyd fight and then you look at the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, I know
Most
Chavez
recent, right?
went in to go collect a paycheck, be a douche, waste our time, and leave and bounce because he has been nothing but a shell of his father's legacy and a money-grabbing boxer who has been hyped up because of not only his father's name, but also because of Oscar De La Hoya and many, many others who have tried to say this is the next big thing in Mexican boxing. It's not.
We have the big thing in Mexican boxing.
We have what?
About to fight on Saturday.
We do. We already have it, and it's Canelo Alvarez, and he is worthy of our praise. And also, he is very worthy of us tuning into his fights because he has shown that he is much more than a knockout artist. He is a puncher. He is a boxer, is what I meant to say. There are so many more tools in the toolbox that I see for Canelo. A lot of really, really good angles, as opposed to Golovkin, who just, in a way, wants to brawl you, wants to stay on top of you like a blanket after 3 rounds. Canelo being the counterpuncher, I think this is a very, very good and suitable fight for him, as Golovkin is going to continue to come forward. The question is, and Carl Froch has said that Golovkin is getting older at 35. He's not getting older. The only reason that we think that he's getting older is because he didn't knock out Daniel Jacobs, which would have made it 24 in a row.
Oh, it's the only reason.
It's the only reason. Like, Jacobs is a really good fighter, which I think people are also playing down to when they think of, Golovkin's getting old, he couldn't knock out Daniel Jacobs. Not many people can. He is tough as nails, and he came back from Hodgkin's lymphoma. So he knows a thing or two about surviving battles. So, nonetheless, my main point is Canelo has developed himself into a really, really fine boxer, a counter-puncher, coming from different angles. Golovkin is still the straight, come-forward guy who is going to be susceptible to not only counter-punching, but also to uppercuts, and I think Canelo finishes him in round 10, is what I would say.
That's I think, 10, I like that. It's a good number. It's even, too.
Well, because Golovkin, like, as you said, not only does he like to get hit, but he also is able to deal with the onslaught of powerful punchers in the past as well.
It's just how is Golovkin going to respond? Canelo has been able to respond to other fighters that he's faced, whereas Golovkin has never been shown enough from a different fighter, all within, let's say, 4 or 5 rounds packed in close. Because
3 rounds against Kell Brook was really interesting.
And he got what was
and then the
that's
fifth,
what Mayweather
it was
was
over.
He got outboxed
Who did?
by Kell Brook.
Golovkin did. Through 3 rounds,
he got outboxed.
He did.
If you don't think Canelo has at least 3 or 4 more hands to show, if you use the poker analogy, hands to show in this fight, then you're mistaken because Canelo's. I mean, like, I hate his record because it's not
Canelo or Gennady?
Canelo, because he's gotten like 300 amateur fights when he was like 12.
Yeah.
But he's only, what, 27?
Going on 28, yeah.
And again, for someone who's fought that much at that age, it's really more like, I think, at some point we will see over 30 being not as kind to Canelo as it has been to Golovkin. Maybe. Not guaranteed.
Maybe, but like, here's the other
fights.
thing. Like, who do you fight after this? Like, do you try to have a catch weight with...
Okay, I'm kidding. Before the boxing
I actually do agree with Oscar
rip
that he
my
would,
throat out.
He would destroy Conor, if not 1, 2 rounds.
Of course he would.
Yeah, of course it's not going to happen.
Who do you fight after this? Well, if it's a
Catchweight Andre Ward potentially, but it's not going to happen.
If it's by
because
decision,
Canelo
you have a
can't
rematch. Because it's going to generate money. It's going to hopefully
right,
be
but
a good war.
That wasn't like the sizzle that I was asking for in that question. Like, yeah, you could go with a rematch if you want to, and maybe if it's a good, competitive enough fight, sure.
I don't know who would you fight him after?
Catchweight with Andre Ward, but I don't. There's no way that the size discrepancy can somehow come up and come down.
That would be such a great test for that number 1 pound for pound. I know
it would.
I think Andre Ward. I have given in to him being the number 1 pound for pound fighter. That is the right answer. I can accept that.
Wait, Andre Ward.
Andre Ward.
Yes, correct. Although he's looking old. The last fight against Kovalev.
Who's Andre Ward's next fight?
He fought against Kovalev for the second time.
With the possible 1 nut shot, but body shots. The belt's up here. I know.
More like 10.
It was more like 10.
I
know the belt's high,
man,
but like
Kathy Duba
Kovalev's balls are also like right at his belly button for all we know.
Really?
No, I don't know.
What if your belly button had balls?
Oh, then you boxing body shots would be
those would be brutal.
Changing subjects before I throw up on set.
All right, so who do you have? You have Canelo by decision. Yeah?
I think that's the correct answer. I would love to get paid, so let's go with the Canelo knockout in the 8th or higher rounds.
I'm going to go with Canelo knockout in round 10. But again, come to our channel right after the fight. We are going to be live streaming. Many guests popping in as well for Canelo Gennady Golovkin, so tune in.
It'll be fun.